Right now, silver is bleeding. Red candles everywhere. The price just dropped from $86 all the way down to $75. And I already know what's happening. Your forums are on fire. The trolls are out in full force telling you the rally is dead, that this is the start of a brand new bear market, and that you were a fool for ever believing silver was going anywhere. The panic is real. I feel it too. But I need you to hear me clearly right now. Do not sell your silver. Do not do it, because everything those people are telling you is dead wrong. This drop to $75 is not the end of anything. It is a gift. What you are looking at right now is the final piece of a massive structural reversal pattern that is setting silver up for new all-time highs. And if you sell here, at the exact moment this pattern is completing, you are going to regret it for a very long time. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Today is Thursday, February 12th, 2026. Silver is sitting right around $75 to $76. And I know what you're thinking. You're looking at that price and you're feeling pain. But I'm here to walk you through what is actually happening on the chart right now, because there is a powerful bullish inverse head and shoulders pattern forming as we speak. And once you see it, once you understand the structure, this pullback is going to look completely different to you. So let's start with something fundamental that a lot of people get wrong. Real bull markets do not go straight up. They don't just print green candle after green candle in a perfect line to the moon. That's not how it works. Real bull markets are built on structure. They're built on a series of higher lows, where each pullback finds support at a higher level than the last one. That's what tells you the buyers are getting stronger and the sellers are getting weaker. And that is exactly what the algorithms are building on this chart right now. The structure is being carved out in real time, and it is textbook. Let me break this pattern down piece by piece so you can see it clearly. First, the left shoulder. Back in late January, early February, silver pulled back and dropped to support right around $74. The bears pushed hard. They threw everything they had at it, and 74 held. That was your left shoulder. Then came the head, and this is where it got ugly. This was the panic drop. Silver didn't just test 74, it sliced right through it. Price plunged all the way down to $64 in a vicious V-shaped bottom. And that move did exactly what it was designed to do. It cleared out the stop losses, it shook out the weak hands, it liquidated the leveraged traders who were overextended. It was brutal, it was fast, and it was the lowest point of this entire formation. That's your head. And now we come to the right shoulder, which is what's forming right now. This current pullback is a test. It's a test of the bulls. The bears slammed the price down to $75 today. They gave it everything they had, but here's the critical thing I need you to notice. They could not get it back down to 64. They couldn't even get it back to 74. The low today is 75. That is higher than the $64 head, and it is slightly higher than the $74 left shoulder. Do you understand what that means? That is a higher low. That is proof of seller exhaustion. The bears are losing power with each attempt they make. Look at the progression. Buyers stepped in at $60. Then they stepped in at $70. Now they're stepping in at $75. The floor is rising. Each time sellers try to push the price down, buyers show up at a higher level than before. That is the signature of a market that is coiling, not collapsing. So here's how I see this playing out. That $75 level is the right shoulder. Think of it like a compressed spring. All of this sideways action, all of this pain and frustration and boredom, that's the spring getting tighter and tighter. And when it releases, it's going to move fast. The neckline of this pattern sits between $84 and $88. That is the trigger zone. Once silver consolidates, builds its base here, and then pushes up through that neckline, the measured move target takes us to $104, and that math is simple. You measure from the head at 64 up to the neckline at 84. That's $20. You add that $20 to the neckline breakout point at 84, and you get 104. That is the textbook target for this pattern. Now, the key level you absolutely must watch is $74. That is the line in the sand. For this pattern to remain valid, 74 must hold as the bottom of the right shoulder. So right now, sitting at 75, you have a buy zone with a stop loss at 73. You are risking $2 for a potential reward of $30 or more. That is a 15-to-1 reward to risk ratio. You almost never get setups that clean. But I'm going to be honest with you about the downside too, because I'm not here to sell you fantasy. If 74 breaks, the pattern fails. And if that happens, silver retests the $60 head. That's the reality. But even in that scenario, I would treat $60 as a major buying opportunity because the fundamentals haven't changed one bit. The shortage is still real. The supply deficit is still growing. $60 would just mean you get to buy at an even better price before the same move plays out. Now let's talk about what the data is actually showing us right now, because this is important. Volume is drying up on the selling side. That means the people who wanted to sell have already sold. The panic sellers are gone. The retail tourists who bought at 86 and couldn't handle the heat, they've already puked their positions. What's left are the diamond hands. The people buying at 75 right now are the committed holders, the people who understand what they own. And the price is stabilizing even as we sit here in what everyone thinks is a crisis. It's stabilizing because there is a genuine physical shortage underneath all of this noise. And that brings me to something most people in the West completely miss, which is what's actually happening in China. Because if you're wondering how the price can drift down to 75 when there's a shortage, this is your answer. There's a hidden supply control mechanism operating in China that acts like a seesaw, and it involves two separate markets. The first is the official market, the Shanghai Gold Exchange, the SGE. When you buy silver through the SGE, you're buying official 1 kilogram bars, and you're paying a 13% VAT on top of the price. That market is stable when the SGE is releasing metal from its stockpiles. Everything is orderly, premiums are normal. But there's a second market, an unofficial market made up of small-scale recyclers, jewelry shops, and scrap dealers. And here's the key. If these small operators are doing less than 100,000 RMB per month in sales, they are VAT exempt. They don't pay that 13% tax, which means they can undercut the SGE price significantly. So what happens when the SGE starts rationing its supply, which is exactly what's happening right now? The scrap market floods in to fill the gap. People start selling their jewelry. Old electronics get torn apart. Solar panels get recycled. And all of that tax-free metal hits the market and temporarily kills the premiums. It makes it look like there's plenty of silver available, when in reality the official vaults are running dry. This is the seesaw. When the official side is heavy with supply, the street side is light. When the official side goes light, like right now, the street side gets heavy with scrap. It creates this illusion that hides the true severity of the shortage. But here's what everyone needs to understand. This is finite. They are burning seed corn. The scrap supply is not infinite. You can only melt down so many old necklaces and circuit boards. Every ounce of scrap that gets sold into this market is an ounce that's gone forever. And when that scrap runs out, when there's nothing left to recycle and the official vaults are already empty, there's nothing left to suppress the price. That is when you get a vertical move. And based on the fundamentals, that move targets $150. So the very mechanism that's keeping the price at 75 right now actually confirms the bull thesis. The fact that China has to rely on scrap metal from recyclers to meet demand tells you everything you need to know about the state of official supply. The vaults are emptying, the seesaw is tilting, and when it finally tips all the way over, there will be no more buffer. Now let me give you another signal, this one from the US retail side. APMEX, which is the largest precious metals dealer in the United States, did something very telling recently. During the January mania when silver hit $86, retail demand was so overwhelming that APMEX and their CEO Ken Lewis had to impose order minimums of $500 to $1,000 just to manage the flood. People were pouring in trying to buy anything they could get their hands on. But now, those minimums have been removed. And that tells you something very important. The retail tourists are gone. The people who were chasing the price at 86 because they saw a headline or a social media post, they've moved on. The demand has dropped off. And counterintuitively, that is bullish. Because it means the market is being cleaned out. The weak, emotional headline chasing money is gone. And in its place, the diamond hands and the whales are accumulating quietly. They're buying without competition. They're building positions in the silence while nobody is paying attention. This is the eye of the storm, the boredom, the flat price action, the lack of excitement. That's not a sign that silver is dead. That is the consolidation phase that fuels the completion of this pattern. The silence is the setup. I also want to address something that I think provides useful contrast, and that's what's happening in the crypto space right now. Because while silver is going through this healthy, structured pullback and building a proper base, Crypto is deep in the delusion phase. You've got Michael Saylor out there publicly claiming there is no downside. Think about that for a second. No downside. In any market, in any asset, the moment someone tells you there is no risk, that is hubris. And hubris is the signal that you are near a top, not a bottom. Silver doesn't operate like that. Silver respects the downside. I just told you, if 74 breaks, we go to 60. That's acknowledging risk. That's staying humble. And that humility is what makes silver anti-fragile. You hold physical metal. There's no leverage. There's no counterparty risk. Nobody can hack your silver. Nobody can rug pull your silver. Silver is built on physics and fundamentals. Crypto is built on narrative and fantasy. And in the long run, the tortoise beats the hare. It always has. All right, let's get into the war room. There are 3 numbers you need to have written down and burned into your brain. Number 1 is $74. That is your support level. It lines up with the 61.8% Fibonacci retracement, and it's the floor of this entire pattern. If 74 holds, the bull case is alive and well. Number 2 is $88. That's the neckline. That's your trigger. When silver breaks through 88 with conviction, the measured move targets take us to the previous highs around $121. That's when this thing goes from coiled spring to full-blown breakout. Number 3 is $60. That's the trap door. If 74 fails and we retest the head at 60, that is not the time to panic. That is the ultimate buying opportunity. Because below $60, supply shuts down. Mines can't operate profitably. Recyclers stop selling. The economics simply don't work at that level, which means it can't stay there for long. So here's your battle plan. Right now, at 75, you watch 74. If 74 holds, you ride this right shoulder up to the $88 neckline breakout. If 74 breaks, you don't panic, you don't sell at a loss, you wait for 60, and you buy heavily. Either way, you have a plan. Either way, you win. So let me give you the verdict. This drop to $75 is a bear trap. It is specifically designed to shake out weak hands right before the right shoulder of this pattern completes. The shortage is getting worse, not better. The scrap supply in China is finite and burning down. The whales are accumulating during this lull while everyone else is distracted by fear and boredom. There are 2 paths in front of you right now. Path 1, you panic, you sell, and you lock in your loss right at the bottom of the right shoulder, right before the move happens. That is the losing path. Path 2, you hold the $74 floor, you let the structure complete, and you ride this to 88 and beyond. That is the winning path. Here are your orders. Watch $74 over the next 72 hours. If it holds and the structure remains intact, this pattern is as perfect as it gets. Stack now. This is John A.G. The trap is set. The weak hands are gone. Stack now.